All right, can people hear me now? Let me know if you could hear me. All right, looks like I'm back on again. So, Nick Lawrence says I can hear you. So,
Okay.
I guess so. Okay, we're gonna start from the beginning again here. Hopefully, everybody can hear me now. But again, I want to welcome you to another edition of Davey's American Racing. I got a little buddy of mine over here next to me, Dan McGee, is with me. He'll be joining me later on as well. But again, we're coming to you live from the Nugget parking lot here in Sparks, Nevada. Actually, we're at the parking lot coming to you live on Davey's American Racing. But if you look right behind me, we do have a drag strip right behind me, specially built drag strip. Every year for Hot August night, they do put on 4 nights of drag racing here. And you can hear some of the cars behind me right now. So I may get a little bit loud during this program. So I do apologize right now. Right, Dan?
Yep, it will be a little bit loud off and on.
All right, but we're going to try to do our best. Again, we're coming to you live from Sparks, Nevada at the Nugget here on Davey's American Racing. So before we get cut out, let's just get into what this program is all about. And it's covering racing from all the way to California and some tracks up in Washington. I told you it's going to get loud. Dan, is that loud or what?
Yeah, it is. It is. And it may get louder, too.
Oh, it definitely is going to get louder. All right. First of all, let's see. We got Ron Bristol. Ron, how you doing, buddy? Nick Lawrence is on here. I know Zoe was on here a few minutes, but I had to sit down everything and reboot everything. So at least everybody can hear me now. I had video but no audio. But again, we're live here at the Nugget round number 1 with the drag races here at the Nugget parking lot. We'll be here tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday, the final night of the drag racing here at the Nugget. It's day number 2. Hang on. And the reason I got 2 microphones on, I forgot one of my mic cables that'll tie into my box here, into my speaker. But I forgot that one mic cable, so I got to use the mic so people here can hear me as well. But again, Miles Clark, how you doing, buddy? You hear a car right behind me, so I'm kind of slowing down a little bit until he takes off. Oh my God, you gotta love that sound, Dan.
Yes, we do, and here, apparently your reaction time counts a lot for here because you don't have much room and you're going to have to shut down quick.
Yeah, it's not the speed. Definitely the reaction time and the more than reaction time. But you know what? We're going to cut into some of the stuff I normally cover. Go right into some of the racing here. We're going to start out in California, up at the Antioch Speedway on Saturday night. They had 16 IMCA modified. Hey, Dave DeBoos, how you doing? One of our buddies out here at the Top Gun Track Strip brought his race car down here to race. I guess that's the guy we're waiting on. Just making his run over there. But again, they had 16 IMCA modified, and Antioch Speedway, Nick DiCarlo Sr. picking up the main event win. Bobby Moss was second. Trevor Clements was third. Fourth, Kellen Chadwick. Fifth with Terry DiCarlo Jr. That might have been a good main event right there. Walk right up there at Antioch. All right, let's go over to the dwarf cars. They had 9 dwarf cars there over the weekend. Danny Wagner picking up the main event. Devin Hammerman. Hey, do these guys know I'm on the radio? You gotta be quiet. All right, Dan Gill was third. Fourth, Ely Ross Castle. Fifth was I.D. Gill. Go to the hobby stocks. They had a good card count with the hobby stocks. They had 20 hobby stocks here. Clarence Holbrook, main event winner. Dave Loftus was second. Les Brent was third. Jared Ball was fourth. And John was fifth. All right, win the sprint with 10 cars. Cameron Martin, main event winner. Shannon Newton, second. Eric Hopkins was third. Dave East was fourth. And Dylan was fifth. All right, IMC stock cars with 14. I don't know about you guys, even I in California with the IMC stock cars, but they're picking up a lot of my favorite railroads.
Actually, same here. We're getting a good car count.
All right, Troy Folger picking up the main event with the IMC stock cars. They had 14 of them there. Dick DiCarlo, I'm not sure if they're senior or junior, doing double duty that night, coming in second. Dan Kellerman was third, and then Steve Johnson was fourth, and Garrett Cohen was fifth. So that does it for Antioch Speedway. Thank you. My assistant here today. All right, let's go down the road just about 5 or 10 minutes away. Petaluma Speedway. They ran both nights the same night. Petaluma and Antioch.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because we're not that far apart, I don't think.
No, it's not. I've never seen that before, but they were at Petaluma as well. But I already got 2 divisions, so I imagine that's why they ran it. They had 360 wing sprint cars with 8 people in the main event. And it's the veteran Andy Forsberg picking up the main event, plus he was the gas winner as well. Let's see, second was Chase Johnson. Third, Tony Dole. That's qualifier that night. Hang on a second.
Yeah, they go right by.
That's why I want to get a video camera. Like a pan on. All right. It was the veteran driver, Andy Forsberg. Andy Forsberg picking up the man again. That's winner. Chase Johnson second. Tony Gomez was third. Landon Brooks was fourth. And fifth was Tim Katie. They're at Petaluma Speedway. And the other division there with the Redwood Dwarf cars, they had 24 cars in that main event. Dan, that's the hardest race to announce with 24 dwarf cars in there.
Yeah, you don't, and you definitely don't want to stutter because they go by real quick. Those dwarf cars go almost as fast as the modifieds. Sometimes I think they do go faster.
They will go a little bit faster, but the hard time is sometimes you can't see the numbers on these cars.
Yeah, it's a special thing they do to confuse announcers.
Thank God we got transponders. That way I know who is who. Not like back in the old days. All right. Chad Matthias picking up the main event that night. Marty Wessler was second. Carol Metzendahl was third. Mark Piscardi was fourth. And Sam Borland was fifth. And that about does it for Petaluma Speedway. I missed that track. All right, let's go down the road, a couple hours down the road, or on the freeway, I should say. Friday night, Ocean Speedway. They had the Ocean Sprint Cars presented by Taco Bravo. They had 22 sprint cars in the main event. Caden Steele picking up the main event. Jake Andretti finishing second. Bryce MSMs was third, and Joey Akana was fourth. Greg Stedham, veteran driver, was fifth. Also fast qualifier was Chase Johnson. 22 cars that qualified that night. Guys are leaving already, huh?
Now we're gonna get food.
Yeah, I'd go get some food too. Hey, come here. Well, there's Reno's Fires and the Sheriff's Department. Come and stand behind me so we can say something about you guys here. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Just remember, I'm innocent. No matter what they say.
I have one. These you guys, Reno PD and the Sheriff's Office here at Reno. I want to thank you guys for a job. It's what you do.
Thank you.
I know it's a
Appreciate it.
tough one. I have a son. He's a lieutenant with the Highway Patrol down in Vegas. So thank you guys for what you do.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
All right. Hey, did you guys get in free tonight?
One of the perks.
Yes.
One of the first. Thanks, guys. Thank you. All right. Back to Ocean Speedway. They only had 14 IMCA modifieds on Friday. Marcus Fraser, the main event winner. Jacob Mellon Jr. was second. Jonathan Hagel was third. Chuck Golden was fourth. And Jason Ryan Jr. was fifth. Four Bakers, they had 19 of those cars there that night. That field's getting bigger and bigger. One of the few tracks that does have a lot of four bangers still racing. Jason Lazzarini picking up the main event. Richard Mitchell, second. Sean DePriest, third. Kitty Stragianos was fourth. And TJ Santos was fifth. Police and Pursuit has 7 cars. If you don't know what that is, these are cars that used to be police cars. Or they wanted to make them look like police cars, put the lights on, sirens, everything on there. So that's why they call it the Police and Pursuit. Roy Lear picked up the main event. Close enough. L-L-E-R.
It's kind of like a couple of bootlegger cars.
Yeah, it would be. Jackie Yee finished in second. Jerry Rockweller was third. John Holman was fourth, and Pat Sullivan was fifth. WMR, they had 11 of those. Those are the Western Midget Racing Association that was formed about 3 or 4 years ago by a couple of good friends of mine. They've been up and down on the car counts, but it's getting bigger. Blake Bauer picking up the main event. Adam Tevez, going to go Adam, was second. Nate White was third. Brian Powell was fourth, and Todd Rice was fifth. All right, still in California. Let's get off the dirt, go to the asphalt. Saturday night, Madera Speedway there in Madera, California. It was their televised race number 6 with the pro and the junior late models. Like I said, you gotta love that noise. I got a guy over here. He's doing this while that car's going down the track. Oh, I want to see that double pump again. Do that double pump. All right, let's start off with 5150 junior late models. They have 14 junior late models in there. Now these are youngsters and teenagers from 10 years old all the way up to 17 years old. Now, you can't just be any teenager and show up and say, okay, I want to race these late models. You have to be a proven race car driver with some good experience.
Yeah, as fast as they go on that track, you're going to need to have some experience. And they've got a couple of really fast cars there in that class, too.
Yeah, they got quite a few. Kids that have come out of that class that are running with NASCAR right now. Haley Hagan, she's one of them. I've got the other guys in the name. But some of these drivers have moved up to the pro late models and are traveling around the United States as well. Arca, Marin, I've got the other series. A lot of these drivers are on now.
Yeah, Haley came out, and then she went up to Bill McAnally, and she did ARCA, and now she's running. She's the only gal running the truck series.
Yeah, so it's a really good class. Like I said, you have to be a pro driver to get in this 5150 junior late models. In fact, the next step up would be the pro late models here for the Lumber Daddy Pro Series here at Madera. We'll cover that in a little bit. But again, Ethan Nascimento picking up the main event. Casey Klein right out of from Padilla was second. Kenneth Mitchell was third. Shot. I'm going to spell it. Hingorani. Was fourth, and he was fast qualifier that night. And Robbie Keneally was fifth. All right, let's move over to the Bandoleros. I only had 4 cars there. Kellen Keller was main event winner. I think he was on double duty that night as well. Yes, he was. He was on the Lumber Daddy Pro Late Model Series. Ryan Shank was second. Andrew Williams was third. And Skylar Shoup was fourth. Shoup, there it is. All right, 22 legends were there. That's a good turnout for the legends. Vic Pullman picking up the main event. Cody Mitchell was second. Ethan Puelo was third. Josh Aaron was fourth. And Brandon Bobrowski was quick qualifier. All right, let's move over to our Lunker Daddy Fishing Lure Pro Late Models. Jonathan Walbrick, main event winner and quick qualifier that night with 21 cars in the main event. Dylan Zappa was second. Ethan Nascimento was third. And then Sean Ingori Ani, there it is. Ingori Ani was third, fourth, and Kyle Kelly was fifth. Again, that was the asphalt from Madeira, California, there at Madeira Speedway. Hi, guys. Yeah, we're live. So if you want to say hi to everybody, come on over. I'll put you on live.
Shout out to Oregon.
All right, let's go on the road. We're going to go out of state of California, back to Nevada here, up there, Winnemucca Regional Raceway. We got a night race, Friday night and Saturday night. So let me take a break here and let's see who is on right now. Make sure I say hi to everyone. My niece is here, my sister. Oh, both my nieces are here. Hang on, guys. I'll be there in a second. Okay. Tom's on here. Nick Lawrence is on here. Miles Clark. Miles and I go back to about 1970. Miles, can't close the comments to some destination. Miles, give me a call and I'll show you how to do that later. All right, let's get back to the Winnemucca Regional Raceway on Friday and Saturday. They had only 5 modifieds, IMCA modifieds on Friday night. Just Woka picking up the main event. Corey Sample second. That was a good race right there between those two guys. Alec Charles was third. Cole Jones was fourth. And Caitlin Robinson was fifth, but was ATF. Hobby Stocks was now I can talk again. Uh-oh. I've gone too fast. Everybody's cheering that one up. KC Kubachak was your main event winner. Marie Curtis was second. Boca was third. Crystal Cotton was fourth. And Austin Robinson was fifth. In that main event, 3 cars did not finish and one with a DQ. So 8 cars. 9 cars in that, but 3 did not finish and one with a DQ with the Hobby Stock. All right, Pure Stocks, they only had 3 Pure Stocks there that night. Debbie Gordo picked up the main event. Alexis Robinson was second, and John Penn with a DNF with their Pure Stocks. Dwarf cars, they only had 6 dwarf cars, because a lot of them were in California. But Michael Quillisi picking up the main event win. Nick Winters was second, Glenn Shuron in third, Gene Winters was fourth, Dominic Lizardo was fifth, and Derek Boyer was sixth. Well, let's go to the IMC stock cars. They had 5 of them there. Of course, we still are building a lot of them here in Nevada.
Yeah, we are, you know. And actually, there's a lot of off-road racers that have built Spartan Technology Center for a lot of open floor racers as well.
Well, a lot of them are coming out of the IMCA, so a lot of them are doing double duty as well with the IMCA stock and the IMCA motorcycle. All right, back to the IMCA stock car. KC Kubachek, another main event win that night. There's other ones with the Hobby stock. Marie Curtis was second. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the Hobby stock. We're ready to come again. Smart Mod, there we go. No, I did show you. IMCA stock car, Casey Kubachek, Marie Curtis, Melissa Jones, Craig Even, and then Nick Boucher in that car. Let's move over to the IMCA Northern Smart Mods. They only had 2 cars there. Shana Neiman picking up the main event, and then Ansley Stevenson was in second. Now there's a gal. She came up to the ranks with the 4 bangers.
She's stepped out of many stocks, and her brother tested in Quincy a few weeks ago, and she's racing. This was her last weekend racing because she's back home in Texas. But she'll be back next year, and I will be back Florida.
Yeah, it's good to see her on there. Now, I was watching the video for her. She's doing pretty good with that modified. So, a little bit more instruction for Dad and the rest of the driver. She's going to be right up there with the rest of them at a young age at that.
Yeah, she's only 15 right now. When she gets back here next year, she'll be 16.
All right. IMC Sport Compacts. They only had 5. Cooper Lee. Main event winner, Santiago Villanueva was second. Kenneth Jones was third. Shane Lee Robinson did not fit was fourth. And Kayla Curtis. A DNF. I almost got a DNF with all that noise right there. All right, let's go to Saturday night there at Winnemucca Regional Raceway. IMCA modified. I think they only had 5 cars to get. But this night is Corey Sample with the main event. Friday night, Corey was second. Then on Saturday, Malin Gonzalez showed up. Adela Nevada was third. Cole Jones was fourth. And Ali Kyle fifth. Tommy Stocks again, they lost a couple of cars on Saturday night. They only had 8 cars in the main event. Casey Kubicek, Chad Spoken was second. Braden Temper was third. Fourth, Ryan Greenberg. Ooh, he didn't let off for quite a while. They got a very, very short track here.
A couple of years ago, they had a diesel and was putting out a lot of black smoke. And I think basically the Bluetooth disappeared for a couple of seconds after he made his run.
If I remember, I did last year, the year before I was here, and I witnessed that too. It was funny. It was funny. All right, let's go to the Pure Sox. They picked up 2 cars on Saturday night with 5 in the main event. Chad Fraser picked up the main event. Jacob Fraser second. John Patton was third. Debbie Gordon was fourth, and Alexis Robinson fifth with a DNF. All right, door cars only lost 1 car. Friday he had 6. They had 5 on Saturday night. Glenn Sharani out of Yerington, Nevada, picking up the main event. Way to go, Glenn. And Michael Quillency picked up the main on Friday, finishing second. Nick Winters was third. Jose Rivera was fourth, and William Kinney was fifth. All right. They weren't here on Friday, but they were on Saturday. Gen X, they had 5 in the main. They had 8 cars show up, but only 5 in the main event. No, I picked the top 5, that's fine. But they had 8 in the main event. I just forgot to write them in. Okay. Cooper Lee with the main event. Colton Blankenship, second. Ray Blankenship, son finishing second, father finishing third. Caitlin Curtis was fourth, and Preston Jones was fifth. IMCA Northern Sport Mods with 4 cars this night instead of 2. Kenjana Neiman picked up the main event. Justin Chastain was second. Ensley Evenson third, and Dylan Sanford was fourth. IMCA stock cars with 5 cars. KC Kubicek, man, he's been main event. We're gonna have to rename this track after him. KC Kubicek with the main event win. Marie Curtis was second. Jesse Gonzalez was third, Alyssa Jones fourth, and Craig Neiman was fifth. And that does it for the 2-day program there at Winnemucca Regional Raceway here in Winnemucca, Nevada. All right, I just got a couple other things to say. Well, let's go to Skagit Speedway. We'll make a good 7-hour trip up to Skagit there in Burlington, Washington. They had the 410 sprint cars. They had 11 sprint cars that night. This is their club racing. Trey Stark picking up the main event. Kobe Thornhill was second. Jason Solwald was there racing as well. And fast qualifier. 11 cars qualified that night. So Jason Solwald third, and he was a quick qualifier there. Craig Hamilton was fourth. Brock Lemmy was fifth. Sportsman sprint cars, I imagine there's like 305s in this class. I gotta look that up. Dana Glenn picking up the main event. Rick McGee, second, also fast qualifier with 23 cars, qualified on 23 cars in that main event. Alden Ostrom was third. Bill Luke was fourth. Steve Porter was fifth. IMCA modifies 19 cars. Most of these cars are right there in Washington. Some of them even coming in from Canada and Oregon to race here at Skagit Speedway. Tyson Blood was first. Rick Smith was second. Travis Ross was third. Brian Lizzie was fourth. And Don Mark was fifth. Just about there you go. You got to train by assistant a little bit. All right, just a little bit of news coming up from Silver Dollar Speedway. The Cold Cup Race of Champions, September 7th through the 10th. You can go online, and tickets are on sale. You can buy a 4-day ticket package as well. Just go to Silver Dollar Speedway, and you can punch it up. For more information, contact Caitlin at sds.missgoldcup@gmail.com. If you need that, get a hold of me, message me, and I'll read that back out there. All right, also back, one of my favorite nights, they do this. Miss Gold Cup 2022 Bikini Contest is back. Now,
So that'll get the fans going.
yeah, but they're only taking like 20 gals out of this. Now, the big thing is the winner is going to receive $5,000 just to wear a bikini.
Yeah, I'd enter, but I don't think I'd make anywhere the top 100.
I don't think I'd even come close to that as well. Second place will win $2,000, and third place will win $1,000. Oh, $2,000 for second, $1,000 for third. Only taking 20 applicants will be taken and must be 18 years to enter Friday, September the 9th. Again, this all located at the Fairground Pavilion after the completion of the World of Outlaws car series that week, that Friday night. So, might be taking a trip to Chico.
Yeah, that's going to be really great. I remember when I talked to Brad Sweet, he and his brother-in-law Kyle Larson, they got a really good person promoting that. They've got big plans. And by the way, I've got some little announcements for motorcycle people. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Lux and Lala Taylor. They're a brother-sister team. They're out at Loretta Lynn's Amateur Nationals, as is Rich Thorwaldson, who owns Motosource, MOTO Source. They're doing that. If you want to go to practice at Fernley, they're going to have practice Thursday from 4 to dark, but they're going to be closed the weekend. And then on the 26th and 27th, they're going to have outlaw flat track racing in Fuji Park. And on Friday, they have the charity race. It's firemen versus policemen. And tell you what, you go to either of those nights and you get a blizzard of qualifiers, heat races, and names. It's really something to see.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the flat track race up there in Carson City, so hopefully. It is in Carson, right?
Yeah, it's at the Fuji. It's Fuji Park, which is at the south end of Carson. You go to the intersection where you go like to Minden, Gardnerville, Lake Tahoe, and you just take the turnoff where Bodines is, and you can't miss it.
Yeah, like I said, I got to get my headset on. Hang on.
What's up, Dan?
All right, now I can hear myself. Yeah, I want to try to make the flat track race there in Carson. I have never been able to make it there due to racing scheduling for announcing, so this will be the first time I'll be able to make this for the flat track race there. Are you going to be there?
Oh yeah, I'm there at least Saturday. I'm going to try maybe Friday, Saturday. And it's just a wild affair. I've gone to every single one, and it just gets better every year.
Yeah, well, a lot of you. I started in 1970 racing flat tracks. Got to travel all over the place there, and it was fun. But I don't think I can do it now at my age.
Well, they have some guys older than you are that are doing flat track, and so don't be too sure of that.
Well, last flat track I attended was at Touch Hill Speedway there when I was announcing out there. They almost had me talking going into the old timers race.
You know, maybe you should have done it. I know it looks like fun.
My problem is, if I'm to do it, I want to go just as fast as I did back in the 70s. And that's my problem.
The best one last year, they had a Pee-wee. He was 5 years old. His mom races and his dad. So the Pee-wee would be out there, and you got to the green flag, and he got his laps at checkered flag. Mom was riding shotgun on her motorcycle a little bit behind him, and they have a flagman who could be a gymnast. This guy is something else to watch.
I can't remember the old AMA starter. Kind of can't remember his name. Been around for years. He would do backflips, cartwheels, everything on the front square. Green flag, and especially on the checkered flag.
Yep, well, this guy does the same thing. He's jumping around 2 flags, and he said he wants to make everybody feel like they're the winner. And when you go by him, you know that when it's the green flag and the checkered flag.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think his first name was Bob. I'm not sure, but I can't remember. But he was well over 200 pounds to be able to do backflips, forward flips, cartwheels, everything. He used to put on the show. A lot of people go there just to watch him fly the flat track races there, especially on the half miles and the mile races there in San Jose. But again, I got to meet somebody back here in the pits named Jim Shue. Yeah, he was a big name, man. He still is now. He still does a lot of traveling around with the race car. Doesn't race anymore. Just showing off. Not showing off, but doing some shows with. He's here tonight. Named Jim Shue. And he was telling me he's the only driver besides the Hawaiian. They did this back in 1969 to win 3 national races in 1 weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Him and the Hawaiian are the only ones in NHRA history to do that. And on Friday night, he did it at Lion Track Trip. Saturday night at Carlsbad Track Trip, which I guess big that is a nice track down there. And then I guess on Sunday was at Irwindale Speedway, picking up 3 big NHRA wins over the weekend again. So Hawaiian was the only driver that was able to do that as well as long as NHRA has been around. What did that come from? That was weird. But again, heading back there, he's going to come on right around 8 o'clock tonight. What he does, he'll start it up. It is a nitro car. And they got it set up, like I said, to show, and the power it has, and the noise coming from the motor. It'll shoot out big flames about 3 feet in the air.
Yeah, that it's amazing what some of those cars did back then and what they do today. And the amount of speed is unbelievable. That's why in Top Fuel and Funny Car, they don't race full quarter anymore. They race 1,000 feet because they're going over 300 miles an hour in 1,000 feet.
It also says on his brochure there, his car is called the Hellfire, was the quickest and fastest Corvette funny car. Back in '69. With a 7.29 ET at 204 miles an hour. So that's good for a little bit of a heavy car.
Yeah, it really is. It's amazing the performance they get out of these cars on drag racing.
Yeah. Imagine what they had the motors today, what that car would do.
Blinding speed.
I don't think I'd want to get in it. The motor itself would probably scare me. But he's here tonight. He'll be here till Saturday. So if any of you are coming out to the rest of the drag races tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday night, Saturday's the last night here for the drag racing, stop back there and meet Jim. He'll be back there. You're glad to talk to us back there. Talk to him for about 10 minutes. I had to break away from you. Because I wanted to hear what he had to say, but I had to get things ready to go here tonight for Davey's American Racing. All right, anybody else going on?
Yeah, they're on Facebook.
About it.
Want us to switch?
Yeah, right now I want to thank Dan. Dan for coming in for a little bit here and help me out. Don't take off and talk you right towards the end. But I want to bring the young driver out of Portola, California.
Come here, you.
Jacob Diaz, a hobby stock driver, a modified driver, you name it. Let's get him set up first. He's about 80 years old, still a youngster.
Right.
Put these on.
Close to the mic when you talk.
Okay.
Hi, Jacob Diaz out of Portola, California. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, Davey?
I'm doing just great.
Good.
Good to see his dad out here, too.
No, just me.
You drove all the way from Portola just to be here on the show tonight?
Yeah.
You're an
And
awesome...
to see some drag racing.
Oh, there you go, just to see the drag racing. All right, I met this young guy about 8 years ago. He's still running go-karts. And How many main events did you have before you left go-kart racing?
I had 99 before I left, and then picked up my 100 win in Fallon, and then I just picked up 4 this year in Fallon and Susanville.
All right. When I met him, he kept bragging about his 99 main event wins. 99 main event wins. I'm going to get that 100 tonight. I'm going to get that 100 tonight. It took him a while. How long did it take you before when we met each other?
It took me like 2 years before I got that 100 win.
Well, it's hard to do, but congratulations on that. Not too many go-kart drivers could actually say that.
Yeah, no. If you go down to California, that's a different story. But around here in Nevada, it's kind of hard. But I finally did it. So.
Well, that's good. Who's your biggest backer in racing right now?
Yeah, it'd be my dad and my uncle. Yeah. There's the people that got me into it. So gotta get them.
I gotta say something about your dad. He's probably one of the greatest racing dads, and one of your number one fans. I mean, he's there. I don't care how many hours he's put on your race car. He is there for you.
Yeah, I couldn't do it without him, even though I make him mad most of the time. But yeah, I couldn't be where I'm at without him.
Yeah, I've seen him mad a couple of times when you get out of the car.
Yeah, that's all me. He's not mad about the racing. He's all mad about me, but it is what it is.
I won't get into the racing part like I told you earlier. You got to use your head. You know what? You started with your head, and those things start popping up on you.
Yeah, it's a lot about teamwork. Me and Dad talked a lot about it, and then if I messed up, he doesn't blame it on the setup. He blames it up on me.
All right, let's wait a couple of minutes too. This guy's not bad. Oh, smoker. We're going to get smoke in our ear right now. I think it was a smoker. That's why I got a little bit loud. Plus it's loud too. These microphones, especially this one here, picks a lot of noise up. These are inside microphones or inside of an announce tower, not outside. I got to get a device so I can cut down some of the outside noise and hopefully just pick me up and get one of those devices in a little bit. All right, back to your hobby stocks. How many main event wins you got now?
Got 104. I got 3 of them in Susanville this year.
Main event wins with your hobby stock?
Yeah, I got 4. I got 3 of them this year in Susanville and 1 in Fallon.
I thought you said 104.
Yeah, I got 104 overall, but this year I have 4 of them so far.
That's why I helped you. That's good as well. Well, I got 104 main event wins. 4 of them up there. But you've been looking like we've been talking on the internet back and forth, messaging, and I keep telling you, looking better and better every race. Like I said, you started using your head, thinking about what's happening.
Yeah. Before I go out, my dad always tells me, use your head, don't do nothing stupid. And then if my fiance is not racing, she runs up and tells me the exact same thing.
She'll probably slap you on the head.
Yeah, when I mess up, she's pissed.
I used to flag for NASCAR and USAC for about 7 years. And if I could see drivers, kind of getting a little rough with each other, they come by the start and finish line, I'd use this on my head, pointing to my think. And they did.
Yeah, a lot of the flaggers in Fallon did that to me when I started acting up. So I
was like that's probably just you every race.
Yeah. Sometimes even I come out of the corners on the yellow, I just see my dad and everyone just telling me to think. I'm like, I know, I'm just trying to get my mouth.
But like I said, you're coming into your own with the hobby stocks. Anything in the future besides hobby stock racing? I know you've been into some modifieds.
Yeah. Right now it's just hobby stocks. I want to get into the mod. I've been talking to Jeff Oshefka, kind of see if I could maybe get into his or a buddy of ours. But it's just a lot of hoping and hoping.
What about IMCA stock cars?
We're thinking about it. Right now we're hoping the class to grow, but right now it's just the stock cars because everything is just our class is so high right now. We average 18 to 20 cars a night, so right now it's just sticking to that. But eventually we might get one.
Yeah, you're raising about some of the top in the hobby stocks right now.
Yeah, Royce and Randy Boyd. Those are the top guys. Oh, and Carl. Those guys push me every race to be better. But
Yeah, Carl Barlow, he dropped out of racing for a while and then started up about 2-3 years ago, getting good to announce his name back on the racetrack.
yeah, he showed me a lot, bitched me out a couple times, but it's okay.
Well, that's how you learn.
Yeah. Yeah, Carl will tell me, use your head, just stay in your line. If I'm faster than you, I'm just going to pass you. And one day I kind of shoved up in him. He was not happy.
Yeah, I've seen Carl get mad a couple of times.
Yeah, him and Royce and Buddy sure showed me a lot and teach me a lot and be smooth and calm and be patient.
Hang on, we got some noisy race cars behind us. Don't they know we're on the radio?
God, I hope so.
Besides here in Nevada, any plans going out of state racing?
Trying to talk to my dad to go to Merced and hit those big boys down there. I've been watching them race a lot. It makes me excited, but it's him working and then getting the car ready.
I'll tell you what, if you go there, you're going to have your A through Z, everything you got it, everything. Those guys are good at the advanced. And I think it could be a top five for those guys.
Yeah, it just, I guess Merced is just like and Susanville just more banking in Merced, I guess, and the difference of levels or whatever. Yeah.
Plus, they got good dirt there.
Yeah, the dirt's crazy over there, I guess. A good friend of mine, Ryan DeForge, he said Susanville is just like Merced, how like the track changes. He's like, you do good there. I was like, boy, their competitions are no joke. They won't mess around if you mess up.
You will feel it no matter what track you're on. First point of view of that, we'll get to all that kind of got noisy race cars.
You think they're going to be mad if I ask them to put that in my race car?
I don't think it's got fast tech. They got to go by a lot of rules, especially the NHRA. Your doors don't open. That's one of the rules they have to have.
Yeah. I think I could figure something out, but there's going to be a lot of fabricating to make my car like that.
Well, I found that out one night. I don't think they're going to let you run it. Yeah, they'll let me run it. Lo and behold, we got out there. Go to Texas. You can't run, guys. You go, why? Doors are welded shut. If you get in a crash, we can't get you out of there. And my buddy Doug goes, well, that's not the window. That's what we'll be out of there. And Doug weighed about 200 million pounds at the time.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. Everyone's like, if there's a fire, what do you do? I was like, I'm just going to jump out of my race car. You've never seen a small guy jump out of that thing so fast.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, again, later on, let's move up maybe 10, 15 years. Where do you see yourself in racing?
Hopefully I'm going to be in a modified, and hopefully I'll be competitive in the AMODs, but that AMOD class is just so insane. You just got to be consistent every night with your car. You have to clean it. Every day it's like another kid you have, but I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah, I said this last week. I'll make sure I say it again because different people are on the night. There's a driver in California, Bobby Hook, third and fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Just picked up his 100th main event win in the IMCA modifieds. Now that's hard to do in the IMCA modifieds.
Yeah, and the place in California too, those are guys are top notch. Like everyone thinks Fallon and Susanville have good drivers. No, you can go down into California, it's way different.
Those drivers, I'm not taking it away from them. Nevada drivers, those guys are drivers down there.
Yeah, we got really good drivers up here, but like there's a lot of good drivers down there race every weekend. Like Bobby Hogue, he raced probably 4 nights a week or 4 days a week. And yeah, I was up here in like Nevada and close to like Susanville. we could do that, but it's kind of hard because of prices and how everything costs. I just wish it'd be more.
Where you're lucky, you got Susanville not too far from Portola, California, so it's an easy drive. A lot easier than coming up to Fallon or Winnemucca or Elko.
Yeah, Fallon and Susanville is like the same distance, but like Winnemucca and Brown Mountain Elko is really hard to get down there because our cars is like legal, but it's just a long drive and it's just a long drive and stuff, and everything costs so expensive.
Yes, thanks to our Mr. Brandon and the gas price. But it's not our fault. It's Russia's fault, as he says.
Yeah, race gas is expensive too. Like the cost from last year and this year is way different. It kind of hurts, but we gotta do what we love, so we're gonna do it anyways.
Even the biggest thing with Hoosier tires and everybody else, the tires are not there.
Yeah, the shortage hurts. Like me and my dad likes to put new tires on every other races, but it's hard because you can't find those tires. So we're just using up old tires, trying to grind them, get some more life out of it. Sometimes it's just hard to.
Yeah, it is. I don't see it getting any better until we get rid of somebody. West Coast Avenue.
Yeah, it just sucks. Hopefully the tire shortage might stop eventually, but right now we gotta do what we gotta do.
Let me take a quick break here. Again, this is Davey coming to you live on Davey's American Racing here in Sparks, Nevada, in the parking lot. Again, you get down, there is a track strip right behind me, but if anybody is listening in, hang on for a second here. And again, if anybody's listening right here, where I'm at here, I got some free tickets to Top Gun Drag Strip for August or September. Free tickets to Top Gun Drag Strip if anybody wants some free tickets. Look at all the stuff here. Not this kid. But yeah, I'm just coming to you live again. I do apologize for all the noise from the race car. It was a good idea, but I think it was a bad idea because they aren't drowning out. Yeah! There's a couple of minutes. Yeah! No burnout! Everybody, yeah! Can't get through. Your dad's on here. Thanks for having Jacob on your show. Alan, we were talking about you. You're one heck of a dad for backing your son Jacob here on everything that he does.
Yeah, my dad's my number one fan, and his bank account sure loves my racing account, though.
Yeah, we'll try to get. Hey, people, who likes drag races? You guys like drag racing? I got free tickets to Top Gun Drag Strip. Good for August or September. If anybody wants some free tickets to Top Gun Drag Strip, my name's Davey. I'm a track announcer out at Top Gun Drag Strip. There's a young man. I'm going to give him 2 tickets. They're good for September or August or September.
All right, thank you, sir. You got tickets to Top Gun?
Yes, you do.
I love you. He's my favorite guy right here.
How you doing? I got one left.
Hey, that's all I need.
They're good for August or September. They're good for. Thanks, guys. Well, Jacob, we're going to shut it down because, like I said, we're having difficulties. We know how to do. And then they can't hold it. Yeah, Rob, that car there about 5 minutes ago left a lot of smoke on his burnout down there, all the way down the drag strip there. That's one reason these guys come out. It's all fun. Again, it's a very, very short drag strip here. And I mean short, there's not many guys. They know it. Some of them forget to shut the throttle off once they get past the finish line, and they end up almost in the fence, not too far from the shutoff area. And it's very, very short. It's like almost, you got to throw your brakes on as hard as you can and make it quick left into the exit. Again, it's all exhibition here. It's all fun. For day number 2 on August. I forgot what day today's Wednesday. They opened up. No, today's day 3. They opened up on Monday. Monday was kind of like a sign-in. Get your car registered and everything else. All the car shows were at different casinos. Some winners pick as well. Get their different winners. We'll have cruises all week here. just about every casino does have something going on at the casino in the parking lot with all the hot rods on hot August night. And it lived up to its name this afternoon. It was hot this afternoon, probably right around 100. Then the cloud cover came in. Got a little bit of a rain. That felt good because it cooled everything off. Now we got a nice cool breeze that is coming in. But again, coming to you live from the Sparks, or the Nugget Casino, I should say, right here in Sparks, Nevada, at the drag strip. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. He was supposed to come back. I want to thank him for coming on. I think he is gone now. And another guest, Jacob Diaz. Buddy, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Davey. I'll come on anytime you want.
I know you will. You've been bugging me about it. As soon as I found out you were going to be here, I said, we got to have this kid on.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone that's watching, and I really want to thank my dad and my fiance's dad. Without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I want to thank them so much. Thank you.
All right, I know you guys got engaged a couple minutes ago, or a couple of months ago. When is the big day?
Well, July 1st of 23 is the wedding, and then we're way on the honeymoon till after the 4th of July race. Maybe we'll go pick up some more wins.
Now, that's a true racer right there. Wait till race day, go on your honeymoon.
I didn't say that. She said that. So
well, she races too. That's why she's a true race car driver.
Yeah, she likes it. Right now, work's kind of hurting her schedule, but she said next year she's going to try to get those Saturdays off so she can race full time again.
And I'd love to see her back out the track. All right, Jacob Diaz, thank you for coming aboard again from Portola, California. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Davey.
See you later. Well, let's get back Dan Diaz.
There you go, Dan.
Dan McKee back on here for a few more minutes. Plus, we got the Big Ten out front. We got the Boy Scouts of America. They're out here representing down here. But they got a lot of information going on here for the direction and everything. Come on behind me here. Right on this side here. What's your name?
Jim.
Jim, hi. I'm Davey.
Come, Master Jim.
Oh, that's right. Come, Master Jim. All right, what are you guys doing out here?
Well, we actually have. So we've got a Pinewood Derby track where you can build your own Lego car and then race it down the track. We've got archery for the kiddos, and then some other games, some cornhole and other things for them to be able to do and just pass the time while they're before they come in to see the races, or maybe when they go out to grab food.
Well, thank you guys for being here. You're gonna be here all 4 nights.
Yeah, that's the plan. All 4 nights.
So that's good. Again, thank you guys for what you do.
No problem. Thank you very much.
All right, Dan, any final words?
No, the thing to do, this is the time to be in Reno. You got all kinds of cars on displays on the casinos, plus Victorian. They're having cruises. They're always having cruises downtown. It's a great time. If you like these cars and the era that they're in, you want to be here.
Okay, Dan, again, I want to thank you for helping out being my assistant, grabbing all the paperwork. But you did a good job.
Handle the papers.
I'll give you a raise next week. Okay, everybody that's tuned in, I want to thank you for tuning in on Davey's American Racing. We'll be back next Wednesday at 6 p.m. right here on Davey's American Racing. And as always, if you are going to a racetrack this weekend, drive there safely, return home safely, but check the schedules for what's happening at your local racetrack, or if you're going to go on the road to a different racetrack. Again, thank you, and as always, God bless and take care.